Hello and welcome to India's biggest quiz on sports and fitness, the Fit India Quiz. Today we're in Tripura. Tripura is a cultural reservoir among all the northeastern states of India. Heritage and historical sites, temples going back hundreds of years, wildlife destinations, and a thriving arts and crafts industry. These are some of the most popular tourism attractions in Tripura. Cricket, football, gymnastics are the most popular sports in Tripura. Tripura has also produced some of the most famous sports personalities, the likes of Kalpana Devnath and Deepa Karmakar. Today, 4 school teams of Tripura will be competing against each other in the Fit India Quiz. So without further ado, let's start the exciting round of quiz.
Namaskar. After the huge success of the first edition of the Fit India Quiz, it is time now for the second edition. This year, 348 teams from 36 states and union territories will be participating in India's only fitness and sports quiz designed for school children. Watch the episodes to support the students from your state. I wish all the students and participants the very best. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Namaskar and welcome to the Fit India Quiz, India's largest quiz on fitness, health and nutrition and, above all, sports. Brought to you by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, supported by the Ministry of Education. Today, we are here in Tripura with the 4 teams that make up the state final. One of these 4 teams is going to make it through to the nationals. Which one is it going to be? We will find out. As you all know, India assumed the presidency of the G20 group of nations last year. And this year, we are seeing a lot of events being convened throughout the country as part and leading up to the Leaders Summit. This also marks the beginning of Amrit Kal, the 25-year period that began with our 75th independence anniversary and goes through to our centenary celebrations on 15th August 2047. In its second edition, the Fit India Quiz saw participation from 61,000, almost 62,000 actually, students from over 16,700 schools across the country. These schools were spread over the length and breadth of India, as many as 702 districts. This is the Tripura edition. This is the Tripura finale, and let's go and meet the teams.
Hello everyone, myself Shomundranath. I read in class 10 and I am from Shantivansh Institute. My favorite sports person is Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Hello everyone, myself Tanmay Vikas Barua and I read in class 10 at Shantivansh Institute and my favorite sports personality is Lee Chong.
Hello sir, my name is Debarkha Pal and I read in class 11 and I am from Golden Valley Higher Secondary School and my favorite sports person is Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Hello everyone, myself Shubhatotrita Das, reading in class 11. Today present over here to represent our school Golden Valley Higher Secondary School. And my favorite sports person is Mahendra Singh Dhoni and PV Sindhu.
Hello everyone, I am Utshab Das. I have passed out my class 12 examination this year and I have attempted all the entrance exams and now I am free contesting quizzes. My favorite sports personality is Rohit Sharma and my favorite team is Mumbai Indians.
Hello, myself Arpan Roy. I read in class 12, Shishu Vihar HS School. My favorite sports personality is Lionel Messi and my favorite football club is FC Barcelona.
Namaste sir, my name is Angad Kumar Yadav and I am currently in class 11 from Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. My favorite player is Magnus Carlsen. Thank you sir.
Namaste, my name is Shubham Devnath. I study in class 11 in KVNIT Agartala. My favorite sports personality is Cristiano Ronaldo and I like to play football, cricket and kabaddi.
Let's move into our first round, which we call Get. In our first round, as we said a little while ago, we will be asking 4 questions. Each question appears in the form of an anagram or a set of jumbled letters. The teams have to rearrange those letters to form the actual answer. We will tell you whether it is a person or a place or an object or a concept or a thing. And then you have to buzz to answer. Wait to be identified. And as soon as you're identified, tell us your answer. Right answer plus 100, wrong answer, no points. Ready to go? If you're all set, let's start Get. Question number 1 coming up on screen. Identify this famous sports person. It is a tennis player, one of the famous world champion level tennis players. She was an American player who burst onto the scene when she was very young. In fact, she was only about 13 or 14 years when she started winning tournaments, came to the scene. The letters are Frine, Jene, that's the first name, and second name is Patricia, second name. Okay, your buzzers go live now. And we have Golden Valley Higher Secondary School that has pressed the buzzer first. Golden Valley, you can unmute and tell us the answer. If you're right, you get 100 points.
Sir, Jennifer Patricia.
Jennifer Patricia. Golden Valley, Debargo. Jennifer is correct, but I'm afraid Patricia is just what is written on screen. It is not jumbled up at all. The correct answer there we will reveal for you. So it cannot be Jennifer Patricia. Right? Those letters Patrica have to be rearranged to form the surname. You got Jennifer right, but not the second part, so I'm afraid we cannot give you points. You have not identified the personality. The actual correct answer is here. Jennifer Capriati. Jennifer Capriati, the American wonder kid at one time, grew up, and then once she was fully grown, she ran into a lot of emotional problems, and after about 5 or 6 years at the very top of women's tennis, she suddenly left. Okay, that was our first question. No points to anyone for that. The slate is still clean. Let's go to question number 2. Here it is on your screen. Identify this famous sports person, very well-known Indian player. Your letters are INASA, second name WHALEN. Your buzzer time starts now. And Golden Valley, once again, it is you who are the fastest off the mark. Tell us what the answer is.
Sir, Sania Nehwal. Sania Nehwal. Sir, Sania Nehwal.
Okay, I am not going to give you the marks for that, Golden Valley. I'm sorry, last time you got the first name right and the second name wrong. This time you got the first name wrong and the second name right. The name of the famous badminton player is Saina Nehwal. It is not Sania Nehwal. It is Saina Nehwal, and I'm afraid I cannot give you points for that because Sania Mirza might get a little upset with us that we've stolen her name and given it to someone else. There is a difference, and I know a lot of times people do get confused. Saina Nehwal, Sania Mirza, not Sania Nehwal and Saina Mirza. Okay, so I'm afraid you have to be absolutely correct on the answer, otherwise we cannot give you points. 2 questions down, still it's everyone at the same place where they started. Let's go to question number 3. Your question is up on your screens. Identify this famous sports person. Your buzzers go live now. And the first team to press the buzzer, Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary. What is your answer?
Sir, the answer is Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen. And
Yes.
who is Max Verstappen? What is he well known for?
He is a F1 driver. Formula 1 he competes there.
Formula One driver, one of the very best in the world. Let's see if that is correct. It's a, in Hindi commentary for cricket, they say Mehez Aupcharik Time. It's a mere formality because what else can those letters spell? Max Verstappen is correct. Well done, Shishu Bihar. You just picked up 100 points. And did you know that Max's father, Jos, was also a famous Formula One driver? Although he never won the World Championship, the son has gone one step further than the father. And you've got one step ahead of everyone else because you're on 100 points. And we go into our fourth and last question of this round called Get. Coming up on everyone's screens, here is the question. Identify this famous sports person, Indian track and field athlete. Who is this? The letters are Jetniswa, first name, Rankash, second name. Famous Indian track and field athlete. Your time to buzz starts now. And this time round, the first team to press the buzzer, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Team D. What is your answer, Kendriya Vidyalaya? Unmute and let us know.
Niswajit Rankash.
Sorry?
Niswajit Rankash.
No, I'm afraid Kendriya Vidyalaya, not even close to the answer. Let's tell you what the correct answer is. Shishu Bihar, I know in live quizzes you raise your hand and someone passes it to you, but here there is no passing to the other teams. The correct answer there is, I said Indian track and field athlete. Kendriya Vidyalaya, I gave you the fact that it was an Indian track and field athlete. It was in fact Tejaswin Shankar, not, I think you said something like Ajiteswin Rankash, which sounded a little similar. The surname Rankash I have not heard. Shankar is a well-known surname. Okay, that concludes our first round for today, the Tripura final. Let's take a look at the final scores at the end of round one. Not very happy readings, I'm afraid. It's Shanti Mansion, Golden Valley and Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT all on a round figure. But in an early lead, we have Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary School with 100 points. The only team to answer a question correctly. In every other case, teams buzzed, thought they had the answer, but gave a wrong one. That's all very well. It doesn't really matter too much because we still have 2 rounds to go and plenty of points to be won. We move ahead into our second round. As you are all aware, the Fit India movement was launched by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi on 29th of August 2019. This happens to be Sports Day in India. And the program was launched with a view to make fitness an integral part of our daily lives. The mission of the movement is to bring about behavioral changes and move towards a more physically active lifestyle. Our Prime Minister has emphasized this with the mantra, fitness ki dose aadha ghanta roz. Let's have a look at this video and see what it can tell us.
हवा में पढ़ लो अरे पार्क नहीं तो छत पर थोड़ी वॉक ही कर लो सब्जी हो या तरकारी हाथों में भर लो अरे 2 मंजिल का जीना है ढीली ही चलो अकड़ बकड़ बम्बे बो हो दो आधा घंटा फिटनेस को बस आधा घंटा फिटनेस को
फिटनेस की डोज आधा घंटा रोज.
And now it's time to get further into the contest. We head into our second round, which is called Set. In our second round, every team will be shown a set of 6 subjects or themes on screen. The teams have to choose a theme for themselves and we will ask them a question based on that theme. If they give us a correct answer, they get 100 points. If they give us a wrong answer, they get no points. But in case they want some help in answering the question, we have 2 helplines. The first helpline gives them 3 options, including the correct answer. And the second helpline swaps the question and gives them another question based on the same subject. Teams, remember, choose smartly. Use your helplines if you need to, because sometimes 50 points is better than no points. And move ahead with the contest. The first team to come in, Shanti Mansion Institute. You're up first. Here is your set of themes on your screen. What would you like to choose, Shanti Mansion?
Sir, we would like to go with cricket.
You want to go with cricket, and let's mark cricket for Shanti Mansion, Team A, and give them a question. Coming up on your screen, here it is. Who holds the record for the most runs scored in a single test innings? The most runs or the highest score in a single innings in test cricket. Who holds this record? That is your question, Shanti Mansion. Do you have an answer, or would you like to go for a helpline?
Sir, the answer will be Brian Lara.
The answer would be Brian Lara. Let's see if your answer, you're saying it should be Brian Lara. Let's see if it is Brian Lara. And what is the answer? It is Brian Lara. Well done. And that high five and a fist bump mix up there. But that's fine. At least they're celebrating the 100 points that they have picked up on the first question of the second round. Well done, Shanti Mansion. You're up and running in the race. And Golden Valley, we're passing the baton on to you. Golden Valley, let's have your subject grid on screen so you can choose a subject for yourself.
Sir, we would like to take fitness, health and nutrition.
Golden Valley wants to take fitness, health and nutrition. Let's bring up a question for them. What is the term for the type of exercise that involves short bursts of high intensity activity followed by periods of rest? What name is given to this type of exercise?
To take a helpline.
Okay, you want a helpline, Golden Valley. Which one would you like? Options?
Sir, options.
Options for Golden Valley. 3 options. See, we're giving you the correct answer also. All you have to do is read it off the screen. Here are the answer options. HIIT, Pilates or Zumba. Which of these?
HIIT. Option number A.
HIIT. Option number A. Not Pilates, not Zumba. Sure of that? Golden Valley?
Yes, sir, sure.
Sure.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Did you know this answer? Did you know something about it before taking the options?
I know something. Not fully, sir.
But you, not fully, you weren't sure of it. And that is the smart way to go. I know something about it. I would like a little help. If I have that help available, even if I have to pay 50 points for it, if it gets me 50 points, it's better than giving a wrong answer and getting 0, isn't it? Smart
Yes,
move
sir.
there, Golden Valley. Clear your doubts and then move ahead because you just won yourself 50 points. High intensity impact training, HIIT, that's what it is called. Sometimes we give you options which can be confusing. Pilates is also a very, very useful way of keeping yourself fit, as is Zumba. The only difference being, I think Zumba is a little more fun because there's music, there's dance, and there's martial arts as well. You should try it sometime. Who am I giving advice to? I should try it sometimes. I've only seen people doing it. And that's no way to be fit, is it? To just watch other people exercise. That doesn't count as fitness training. Okay, 50 points there to Golden Valley Higher Secondary School. And we move on to our third school, Shishu Bihar. Let's have the grid up for you. What
Sir, we are
would you
going
like?
with football. Football.
Football for Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary School. Here's your question. What name was given to this ball that was created by Adidas specially for the 2018 FIFA World Cup hosted by Russia? You know that every time there's a World Cup, a FIFA World Cup, Adidas makes a new ball for them. For that specific World Cup, and it is given a name. Since 1978, I think, or maybe 70 or 74 or 78, sometime in the 70s this process started, that Adidas would make a special ball for the World Cup. What is the name given to this World Cup? Shishu Bihar? Do you have an answer? Would you need a helpline?
Sir, it's Adidas Incruiser.
Adidas
Incruiser.
Incruiser.
Yes, sir.
Could you spell that out for us, please?
Sir, INCRUIZA.
INCRUIZA. You're not going for the helpline, either of the two helplines which are available for you, going for the 100 points.
Yes, sir.
You know what they say, who dares wins. Let's see if your daring has won you 100 points. Can we have the correct answer, please? Is it Incruiser? No, I'm afraid it is not. It was Telstar 18. And 18 because it's for the 2018 World Cup, and Telstar because it was a tribute to one of the early footballs that Adidas had produced for the World Cup, which was called Telstar as well. So I'm afraid you don't get points there, Shishu Bihar. Never mind, you were on points to begin with. You have one more round to score points where you can grab as many as 300. Okay? We move on to our next team. Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala, your grade on screen, what would you like to choose?
So cricket.
Cricket for KV NIT. Mark it please and dispense the question. Okay, identify this bowler who bowled the fastest delivery in IPL history. It was back in 2011 to fellow Australian Aaron Finch, and he managed to bowl this ball at 157.7 kilometers per hour. Take a look at your screens and tell us who this bowler is.
So,
if you need to, you can use a helpline. KV, you have an answer?
Sean Tate.
Sean Tate is your answer. Let's see if that gets you 100 points because they have not gone for a helpline. So it is 100 points if they're right and 0 if they're wrong. Correct answer there, KV NIT is Sean Tate, one of those really fast Australian pace bowlers who just blazed through the international scene. Sean Tate, 157.7 kilometers per hour. That's almost 100 miles an hour. He almost broke the barrier in the IPL. Well done, 100 points to close that round out. Kendriya Vidyalaya Agartala, NIT Agartala. That finishes round 2 called set. Let's take a look at the scores. And it's become really interesting. Golden Valley on 50 points in 4th place, and we have a 3-way tie for the first place between Shanti Mansion, Shishu Bihar and KVNIT, all on 100 points each. Okay, that was our second round, and that's how the points tally went. As we move into our exciting buzzer round, the final round of this quiz, we have something equally exciting for you, all of you out there. The Fit India app that makes staying fit and active simple and very easy and absolutely free. This amazing app is available to you for download at the Play Store or the Apple Store, and it is the only app that allows you to measure your own fitness score against the fitness parameters that are based on age-appropriate protocols laid out by the WHO. Further on, you have other features that help you, like a step counter to tell you whether you've walked enough or run enough. You have diet plans that can be adapted and suited for you and your lifestyle. And you have that amazing sleep tracker which tells you that you're getting enough Z's in the 24-hour period or not. Let's find out a little more about the Fit India app.
लाइफ में चैलेंजेस कभी भी और कहीं भी आ सकते हैं और हम इनका अच्छे से तभी सामना कर सकते हैं जब हम तैयार हों इनको फेस करने के लिए। हम अगर हेल्दी और फिट हैं तो हमारी तैयारी और भी बेहतर हो जाती है। बस जरूरत है थोड़ी सी मेहनत, थोड़े से अनुशासन की। प्रेजेंटिंग फिट इंडिया मोबाइल ऐप, आपका फिटनेस गाइड और पर्सनल हेल्थ ट्रेनर। पहली बार अब भारत का हर एक नागरिक अपना फिटनेस स्कोर पता करके जान पाएगा कि वो कितना फिट है। आप अपनी आयु के अनुसार अपने फिटनेस स्कोर की जांच कर सकते हैं। ये सुविधा खास आपके लिए पहली बार शुरू की जा रही है। ये ऐप आपके फिटनेस रूटीन को ट्रैक कर सारा डेटा स्टोर करता है ताकि आप अपनी प्रोग्रेस देख सकें और फिट रहने के नए और आसान नुस्खे अपना पाएं। इस ऐप के साथ आप बन सकते हैं खुद के फिटनेस मास्टर। उसके बाद हम आपके फिटनेस रूटीन को बनाने में आपकी मदद करेंगे। फिटनेस की दुनिया में कदम रखें, मोटिवेटेड रहें और अपडेटेड रहें। और सबसे अच्छी बात है कि इन सारी सुविधाओं का लाभ आप पा सकते हैं एकदम फ्री। बस अपने एंड्रॉइड और एप्पल डिवाइस पर हमारे ऐप का हिंदी और इंग्लिश वर्जन डाउनलोड करें और शुरू हो जाइए। आपका फिट रहने का सपना अब है एक क्लिक दूर।
फिटनेस की डोज आधा घंटा रोज।
And after knowing a little about that amazing app, let's move forward with our amazing 4 teams into the thrilling last round. This is a set of questions open to all the teams on the buzzer. We will be asking you a total of 6 questions, and the first team to press the buzzer only gets a chance to answer. Remember, you need to answer immediately because if you delay more than 3 seconds, it will be treated as no answer, which is the same as a wrong answer. And remember, teams, that you must wait for the cue to press the buzzer. Pressing it too early will not help at all. If you're all set, your buzzers are all set, let's go into the last round. The first question coming up on screen. Which mercurial Indian forward led India to gold in the 1998 Asian Games in hockey? Your buzzer is live now. And this time it's Utsab and Arpan from Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary School that have pressed the buzzer first. What is your answer, boys?
Sir, it's Dhanraj Pillai.
Dhanraj Pillai, you say. Dhanraj Pillai is the answer given by Shishu Bihar. Let's see if they pick up 50 points. Dhanraj Pillai gives you the full 50 points there. He breathes a sigh of relief and he gets ready for the next round because that is the next question coming up for them on screen. The Madison is a cycling event at the Olympic Games named after an iconic sporting venue in which city? The Olympic Games have a cycling event called the Madison. This event gets its name from a very famous sporting venue which is located in one of the most well-known cities in the world. Which city is it? Your buzzers go live now. And this time round, the buzzer pressed first by Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. What is your answer, boys?
Sir, Madison Square Garden.
No, I'm afraid Madison Square Garden is not the correct answer, Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. You lose 50 points on that. You buzzed and gave a wrong answer. The correct answer is New York. The cycling event is named for the Madison Square Garden, but the city that we want is New York. Alright? We go into question number 3. Here it is coming up for everyone on the screen. Two brothers with what surname propelled India to the 1974 Davis Cup final? In tennis, Davis Cup 1974, two brothers What was their surname? Buzzers go live. And once again, it is the boys from Shishu Bihar, the team from Shishu Bihar that has pressed the buzzer first. What is your answer, boys?
Sir, Krishnan.
Krishnan is your answer. Let's see if that is correct. The correct answer is Amritraj. Vijay and Anand Amritraj. They were the brothers. Shishu Bihar, I think you got a little confused there. Krishnan are father and son. Ramanathan Krishnan and Ramesh Krishnan. So a little bit of a mess up there. Never mind, there are still 3 questions left. 150 points still at stake in this round, plus or minus. Let's go into question number 4. In 1970, which legendary tennis player won all 4 Grand Slam singles titles in a year? In 1970, which legendary tennis player won all 4 Grand Slam singles title in a year? Remember, it could be a male player or a female player, a man or a woman. Your buzzers are live now. You can press your buzzers. And this time round, after the seeing each other lose points, maybe it's a little bit of a fear factor that's causing the teams to not go for the buzzer right now. We'll give them the actual answer. The answer that would have got one of the teams 50 points. Margaret Court, the Australian legend. Margaret Smith, and then after marriage, Margaret Court. She was a career Grand Slam title holder. In 1970, she won all the 4 Grand Slam titles in that year. 4 down, 2 questions left, still 100 points available to the teams here, plus or minus. And we've seen some pluses, we've seen some minuses. And let's go into question number 5. Barring a tie for any of the places, because this is the final, all places have to be determined. Barring a tie, this is the penultimate question. Here it is coming up on screen. Which sport forms the main focus of the popular Telugu film Vijeta, starring the superstar Chiranjeevi? Your buzzers go live now. Once again, none of the teams going for it. Let's give you the answer, teams. Here it is on screen. The correct answer is football. Football, and that must have been quite a sight to see Chiranjeevi playing football on screen. Says Utsav from Shishu Bihar. I think suddenly something clicked, or maybe it's just relief that he thought it was something else and he didn't go for the buzzer and he saved them points. Whichever way it is, we're into the last question now. This could decide the title. Let's see who gets it. Last question, 6th question of our 3rd round in the Tripura final. Here it is coming up on screen. By what name was the legendary Indian wrestler Ghulam Muhammad Baksh Butt better known? He is said to have been the greatest wrestler from pre-independence India, and his name is still legendary. Your buzzers go live now. And the buzzer this time pressed by Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala, Angad and Shubham. What is your answer?
Sir, Gama Pahalwan.
Gama Pahalwan, they say, the great Gama. Is that the correct answer? The legendary great Gama Pahalwan. The great Gama gets you 50 points. You had lost 50 points earlier, Kendriya Vidyalaya. You just recovered those points. Fantastic recovery there. Well done. And 6 questions over, bringing the round to a close. The end of regulation time, as in a sports match. Let's take a look at the scores. And the scores are right where they were before this round. Teams winning points, teams losing points, teams staying where they were. 50 points to Golden Valley Higher Secondary School, and 100 points each to Shanti Mansion, Shishu Bihar and Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. That is our situation. We have a three-way tie. We are going to go into a tie break to determine who is going to go ahead into the national round. And it's a three-way tie for the top position here in Tripura in the final, the state final, from where one team has to qualify for the nationals. We can't let it be all three, unfortunately, because that is just not possible. So we're going to have a tie break. And because it's three teams, we will be using at least 2 questions for this sudden death tie break. We will ask first one question which is open on the buzzer to all 3 teams that are involved in the tie. The team that wants to answer has to press their buzzer. You press your buzzer, get identified. Very importantly, wait to be identified. We will tell the team who it is and then they give us an answer. If your answer is correct, out of the 3, you will then move up into top place, and then there is a tiebreaker for the remaining 2 teams. If your answer is wrong, you move down into 3rd place, and then the tiebreaker is between the remaining 2 teams for the first 2 places. Got that? Clear? Let's move ahead. The first question on our tie break. Get your buzzers ready, and here is your question. Identify the Padma Bhushan recipient cricketer who was the first ever captain of the Indian cricket team. Your buzzers go live now. The first team to press the buzzer is Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary School. Unmute yourself, boys, and tell us what your answer is.
Sir, it's C.K. Naidu.
C.K. Naidu. Colonel C.K. Naidu. Let's see if that answer takes you to the top, Shishu Bihar. C.K. Naidu is correct. And amazing. And he's off his chair with excitement. Very good answer there. Very good answer, Shishu Bihar. And those are the responses that really make people's day when they're watching a quiz. The happiness, the elation, the joy. We have a winner, we have a champion from the state of Tripura. Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary School. Utsav and Orpan are going through into the nationals. We still have a tie to break, however, because there are 2 teams still tied in 2nd place. Let's see how that goes. We have another question which will be open only to 2 teams, Shanti Mansion Institute and Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. Here's your question coming up on screen. This table tennis player was the sole recipient of the 2022 Khel Ratna Award. He is an 8-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist and holds the record for being the senior national champion the most times with 10 titles. Who is this? Your buzzers go live now. Okay, we close this question and move into our next question. One more question it will take. I said it will take a minimum of 2. It could take 3. Hopefully it will not take more than that. Achanta Sharat Kamal, the contemporary legend, in fact. He is one of the best table tennis players that we have seen from India in a long, long time. Really put India on the world map once again. Next question coming up for both teams, Shanti Mansion Institute and Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. Here's your next question. Identify this freestyle wrestler, the first athlete from independent India to win an individual Olympic medal. He was posthumously awarded the Arjuna Award in 2000. First athlete from independent India to win an individual Olympic medal. What was his name? Your time on the buzzer starts now. Correct answer is Kashaba Jadhav, KD Jadhav. And the next question. No one going for it. Here is your next question. Which IBM supercomputer is seen playing a game of chess against Grandmaster Garry Kasparov, the reigning world champion at the time, and the computer won? What was the name of this supercomputer? Your time to buzz starts now. We have some chess aficionados. Closing the question, let's give them the correct answer. The answer is Deep Blue. Deep Blue, the first computer to actually beat a human at chess. Beat a grandmaster in an exhibition match. Angad knew that, and now he's saying, why didn't I press that buzzer? उस वक्त एकदम से दिमाग में नहीं आया. Okay. Here is your next question, teams. Coming up on screen. Get ready with your buzzers. Which IPL team retired jerseys number 333 and 17 as a tribute to two legendary batsmen who used to play for the franchise? Which IPL team retired two jerseys, number 333 and number 17, as a tribute to two legendary batters who used to play for the franchise? Your buzzers go live now. This time, it's Shanti Mansion Institute which has pressed the buzzer. Let's see what your answer is.
So Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Royal Challengers Bangalore is what Shanti Mansion Institute has said. Shamudra and Tanmay, the two boys, one of them looked confident, the other was looking up at the heavens, but still looked confident enough. But let's see if your answer is correct, because if it is, you stay in second position and Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala drop down to third, because you would have won this part of the tie break. Answer revealed. And Royal Challengers Bangalore is correct, and hugs all around. That is such a beautiful sight to see. The two boys so happy with each other, and Tanmay really feeling great because Shamudra gave that answer, and Shamudra was, okay, I know it, I think I know it, please God, I hope what I know is right. And that was how it went. Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT. Sorry, yeah.
Sir, he is still very disappointed. Actually, we knew the answer right over there, the first answer, but actually we forgot the surname, that's why.
Oh, okay.
He's actually very disappointed.
Well, that can happen, but you have to be, because if you give an incomplete answer, it can lead to negative points also. Okay. Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala, you knew that answer as well, but you were that fraction of a second. The buzzers are calibrated to 1,000th of a second. So even if you're 0.001 second slower, you will lose out on the buzzer to a team that gets it in that 1,000th of a second faster. But well done, all the teams. It was very tightly contested. Not the highest scoring of rounds, I will say, but it went up and down. Teams were trying to score points, getting them and then losing them. And as a result, and at the end of that enigmatic and full of twists and turns episode, the Tripura State Final, let's take a look at what the final leaderboard is. Why did I say final 3 times? Because we had a 3-way tie and we had to resort to tiebreakers, double, triple tiebreakers to find out who makes it through. In 4th place with a score of 50 points, Golden Valley Higher Secondary School. 2nd place to Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala. 3rd place to Kendriya Vidyalaya NIT Agartala and 100 points. 2nd place and 150 points to Shanti Mansion Institute, but winning this quiz and moving through into the national round to represent their state, it is Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary School. Fantastic going, boys. Well done, and you really pulled out all the stops, especially holding your nerve in that tie break. Congratulations to the winning team, Shishu Bihar Higher Secondary School. You must be so happy, and your school will be so proud that you are representing the state in the national rounds. We had one team running away with the lead, and then the other teams catching up, and then people going up and down throughout. It's been mind-boggling at various levels in this game. We've now come to the end. We have a state winner that has moved on into the national round. That brings this episode to a close. Thank you very much for being with us. We will be back with another episode of the Fit India Quiz for you. So don't go anywhere far away from this screen. Wait here. We'll be back. Till then, stay smart, stay curious, stay fit India. Namaskar.